Day. That's my fun day. I don't have to run day. Happy Friday. Hello. How is everybody? Feeling good vibes, I hope. It's been a great week, a very supported week. So many people, so many blessings, so much peace, so much joy. Thank you. Thank you so much to the countless people. Thank you to Randy this morning for coming up into the morning show. The morning show is from 6:30 to 7:30 each and every day. And we've had many guests on. And if you would love to be a guest in the future, just email me at shoutmgb@gmail.com. So that again is shoutmgb@gmail.com. What are you currently grateful for? What is making you feel alive with possibilities? Are you being good to yourself during this time? Bobby Shadow, how are you, Bobby? I would love to talk to you. Are you open to coming up? Are you camera ready, Bobby? I love that. I had someone today go, I am not camera ready. The great thing here on HAPS is if you're not camera ready, you can just be your voice, which is nice. Let me see if I can find you, sir. There you are. All right. You look like Einstein. So I've been drinking the green juice. Do you know what the green juice is? I'll show you. My wife makes this. It's wonderful. You sound so good. You sound so good. Look at that. The green juice. So when I drink this, I honestly feel the energy in my body awaken. And I feel the healing properties of it. I highly recommend it. I have had one crazy, wonderful, joyous week. You know, you have some weeks where everything kind of just falls into place. Everything just aligns perfectly. I've had one of those weeks. And then, you know, in your life, you have times when you can be a hero, and then 10 minutes later, you're a zero. There's Bobby. There he is in full glory. I've dreamt about this, Bobby, for a long time. This is my life is now complete. I can go home. Okay. There we go. We'll let him up here. Hey, buddy. How are things?
Michael, what's up?
Life is good. I see the synchronicities of the world. I get to talk to you. I've wanted to talk to you for such a long time. Tell me, because you know you're a veteran at this and you've been doing this for a while. And is it weird being back, or does it feel very much the same?
Well, I mean, you know, we're far from the same as you're talking about Meerkat and Blab or type thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can tell that you and the microphone were meant to be together.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Well, that's that goes from, you know, my father, truck driver with a CB radio in his truck.
Mm.
Yeah.
You sound wonderful as well, by the way. You said I sound wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Totally. I like what you do on the Twitters too. Also, I like the list, and I'm really happy that I got to talk with your daughter. Actually,
She wasn't too sure if you were enjoying the process, and I said he was probably a little nervous. You were a
oh,
little,
totally.
yeah. See, where I find people come on here with me and they get comfortable and they love it and it's fun. It's like we're talking in the living room and they forget
Yeah.
where they are. Make sure we keep up with the comments. I am not very good at that. Hello, sir.
Okay.
How are you?
Yeah.
That's Yasmin, right?
Yep.
Or Yasmin?
Yasmin. Yeah.
Yes. How are you, sir? Have you
Yeah.
been interviewed by him as well?
Yeah. Yazin and I are friends from Blab. Actually, he brought he's from Morocco, so he made the Moroccan blab, and they were talking their native tongue in blab, and they actually invited me in, and they were trying to speak English. It was great.
How many years ago was that?
Oh man, blab was what, 6 years ago?
Amazing.
Roughly? Yeah.
Amazing. So do you have any goals on this platform? Do you want me to tell you what my goals are first, and maybe
Yes,
that'll
tell
make
me
it
your goals
easier?
first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm out there. You know that it just pours out of me, right? Like a fountain of
yeah.
insanity. Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
Super Heart, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, for me, I want in the morning between 6:30 and 7:30 for people to start their day off right, to get in the right vibration. And what made me the most happy this morning was people were discussing different subjects within the chat and not really caring about the show. It was just like this cool place that we're at a coffee shop. Everybody was talking. They were kind of listening. If I mentioned their name, maybe they would have went, oh yeah, yeah. There's Randy and there's Michael. Who cares? Let's talk about this. Did you feel at all sucker punched with what happened this week with all the chaos?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of helped, Haps and everyone I've met on Haps. We all, were chatting in our Twitter DMs, and we were going live. I think his name is Yuri or Euro from Periscope on here on Haps. He had a special Zoom going with, I don't know, 5 to 10 people in and out all day. So that was very comfortable, like you're saying, in the living room, bouncing ideas off of each other, and learning about what was going on. Yeah.
I like this. Let your goals pour out all over us.
Yeah, that's so that is one of my greatest mentors that I've ever met.
Yes.
Sarah Slurpee, she made my intro. Yeah. And I thank her for that.
Don't ever hit the microphone. That's what happens. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's like I hit the gong. And the next winner of the prize is sorry. So tell us about your goals. Enough. You're going to find I go all over the place. So just ride the waves with me. Go ahead. Your goals.
Okay. Well, Sarah's been, pushing me, and I've had a few people, wanting me to, put my life on the web, like I'm doing here on Haps, but I'm going to take it very slowly, Michael. Yeah. Yeah.
You're meant to be on here. Like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm intuitive and I get messages all the time. And my guides are saying you are exactly where you're supposed to be, even though you're uncomfortable at times.
Yeah.
But you're stretching and growing. And it's almost like riding a bike again for you.
Oh, and you knocked it right out of the park. I'm an avid, just casual bike rider. I didn't start driving until I was, I rode my bike until I was 24, 23 before I bought my Datsun 610 with inky rims for, I don't know, $2,000 from my best friend. I mean, yeah, definitely.
You haven't really told me. So your goals is you're going to ease into it. Is that what you're saying? Do you have, like, I have a 1-year goal and I have a 5-year goal. I don't know if I'm going to reach them, but I really want to build a community on the internet. I hope it's on Haps. I hope Haps is around long enough that we can all enjoy it. I love this format. But I think you're a wise man, and you know that if this does super well, one of the big guys will go, how much do you want? And please go away.
I think that these social media platforms, I think there is like scouts out there that are picking people that they like, that have the content that they want for upcoming shows and stuff like that. Yeah, I love that sign you made. I want to make me a patch, kind of like this nerd patch. Yeah.
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 Is it okay in the morning if I, do a little shout out to you Maybe make a little thing, say, follow you. You can maybe even tell me a little saying, something you want to put on it. But I'm going to be doing that for some of the people I vibrate well with. I want to
Okay.
support the people on here. The other thing I'm going to be doing too is, and I don't know if people know this about me, but there is a very business side of me. And I'm going to be doing a business show once a week. It's going to be not like this. It's not going to be the spiritual crazy party. So I don't know if people are going to be going, where did Mike go? Where did he go? Who's
Yeah.
this guy? He looks like Mike, and he's with a bunch of dull people talking about, what are they talking about? Machine learning. What? Michael, get off the drugs. Okay, no, but I think there's most of the time they're like, I think that young man was dropped on his head many times. Yeah, I think that's. What are you drinking in there? What do you got? I love
Oh,
that action movement you did there. That was
yeah.
I am Mighty
That's
Thor.
that's from Blab. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
tell me about that. Tell me about that. What was that about? Blab? Is that one of your things you used to do on Blab?
Oh yeah. I always, when people are talking and we're just chilling, you just kind of
Yeah.
shake the jar and kind of change the subject, kind of like rolling the dice.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's kind of like a good luck thing to give you, I guess, to make yourself feel comfortable because, for me, I mean, even from 6 years ago, uh, especially when I first got my mic, I mean, just getting your own microphone, like what you have there, I mean, it changes everything to listen to yourself in your headphones.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
awesome.
It like it's a form of power, right? But
Yeah.
with all great forms of power, there is great responsibility. So we have to be, kind. The one thing I have been hearing, which is it's not happened in my broadcast yet, is I haven't, at least not that I'm aware of, but we've been seeing forms of bullying on here, and I hope that stops.
Yeah. And
Um,
that's one of the things that I just want to take my time, because I do have that Puerto Rican flair, or like what your daughter felt. I felt kind of nervous, which I was. And I hope she streams more. I hope I can jump in with her again.
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
like to hear what she wants to do in the next 5 or 10 years.
yeah.
I want everyone to grow together, like you're saying, with that energy.
But the thing is, like my guides are saying to you that the time is now for you, and
Oh, totally.
you basically have to. It's now or never. And I'm
Yeah.
getting the same message. And I had a friend who does tarot cards, right? And she's very accurate, and I don't even think she needs the cards. I think they're just kind of like a validation for the people who watch, right? But she nicely said to me, Michael, shit or get off the pot. Don't half step this. Like either do it or don't do it.
Yeah.
And don't you dare whine about it if you don't do it.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I was always worried that, are people going to think I'm crazy? Are people going to judge me? And now it's like, I'm like, you know what? If you don't like me, guess what? There's been times in my life I didn't like myself either. So we're in the same boat. But I think whatever you do on here, just be you. And that's one of the things I love about you. You are you on here. I don't feel like I'm getting some, well, I should do a little bit of this and I should do a little bit of that. And I'll do 3 steps to the right and 3 steps
There,
to the left.
yeah, there's so many different things that I've learned in the past, 6, 7 years. I mean, all the way, even before that in AOL, learning about, tech help, from their company. I mean, they were great. But I mean, there's so many things you can do here with HAPS. You can have a nonprofit. You can, if you know someone who needs some donations from their house burning, or if they have cancer, or if they don't have enough money to, pay for their broken leg or something. I mean, you can actually fund any idea that you have, or you can, nicely sell yourself if you want to, be a mentor or anything. You can practice and make money at the same time, you know?
Well, the thing is, and people don't realize this, no matter how successful you are on here, start to think in your mind where I could be in 10 years. So what you're doing is you're laying the first steps to a career. And it's one of those things you can't take yourself too seriously. And if you do have success, like here's an example. How many of these platforms have we seen come and go? But the thing is, you gained some momentum. You probably should have stayed in the game somehow, but for some reason you jumped out. And I've done that too. You just get someone pisses you off, or you get hurt or something. Please, people out there, the reason I'm doing this, and this is not towards, Bobby at all. What I'm doing is I'm trying to show there's a pattern here. And if you're young, especially if you're young and you're terrified to go on, guess what? The time is now to go on. Sharpen your tools, get in there. Hi, Colin. I love Colin, by the way. Colin, come on in, bud. You're in there anyway. So are you seeing him? Is everybody
seeing him?
Bobby, you seeing him?
Yeah, totally. Hey, Colin, how you doing?
How's it going? Bobby Shadow, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
How's it going? Yeah.
And same to you. Same flowers to you. Yeah.
Bless you.
Definitely.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
So I'm going to ask you, Colin, the same question that I asked Bobby.
Okay.
Do you have any pieces of wisdom that you can give a young broadcaster towards, let's say someone wants to do this as a career?
Yes, consult somebody who's doing it well. Yourself, Mr. Shadow there. That's all you got to do. Always go to somebody who's doing it well. That's the best advice anybody can give anybody in any arena. Go to see somebody who's doing it well. Ask them the questions.
I accept the flowers. I mean, but these first couple of broadcasts that I've done on Haps, I don't feel that energy. I'm trying to just take my time, and I've already made some really close friends right away off the bat. And I look forward to, like you're saying, in the next 10 years where I'll be if I, keep consistent. It's all about being consistent. And then I really think, Michael, that it's important that, everyone here, even just a person who types in the chat, if you've never got on cam, I think getting on cam and calling in or just going live yourself, and you don't even have to say anything. You could have, classical music in the background just to start off streaming. And I think that's very important, Michael, to sell that here as a broadcaster to all the other people that join in, because that's what's going to make this platform flourish to the next 10 years is what I think is the best answer that I can give you is I really would like to see everyone flourish on here in the next 10 years. And oh man,
this is if it's still around, okay,
yeah.
Let's even say 2 years.
Yeah.
Anybody who gets on now, this is a basement opportunity. It really is. Like, this is groundbreaking what we're doing here. I'm going to tell you something that is funny and bizarre. I walk to work all the time, okay? And I walked to work yesterday, and I had someone say to me, I don't really like when you have Randy on because he makes me question my belief systems. Some random stranger came up to me, and I went, do you mean Randy Horton? And he went, yeah. And I said, well, I don't know you, and thank you for watching. But that's why we're on. Everybody has an opinion. I'm sorry you don't like his opinion on everything, but if it was all flowers, nobody would come. Be Michael and the Flower Children.
You have to have the rough with the smooth. And at the end of the day, realistically, Michael, if somebody is listening in and somebody on here says makes them question their belief system, it can't be a very strong belief system, can it, to be fair?
No, it's not.
That's the reality. Nobody would make you, Michael, question your beliefs, would they? Nobody could do
My
that.
wife would. My wife could do that. She has the power.
Yeah.
Like if she came in right now and went, "I need wine," I'd go, "Guys, this has been great. I wish you well, and I've been called by a higher
have
power.
a nice day.
Thank you so much, and please don't hurt me." Okay, yeah, and I'd be gone. That would be it.
With dead air. You'd just be left with dead air.
Or I would say, Colin, can you run this for half an hour or 20 minutes? And I wish you well, and bring the guest in. That would probably be what I do.
And I'd say, I would say, Michael, not a problem. Is that okay, dear? Am I okay to, for Michael?
Are you married, okay. Colin? Colin, are you married? Are you married? You've got a single vibe to me.
Officially, I am. Yes, separated.
Okay, that's what I was getting.
Married. Sorry, we did the whole divorce thing. Still seeing the children, and so it's all good.
Still civil, still friends, still mutual respect. That's what I was feeling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is okay, and I want to ask you this question. It's a little bit personal, so just if I get too personal, you just tell me no, okay? In 2020, what is something that you recognized in yourself that you didn't know before? A new distinction.
That was very easy. I was going to a supermarket, Morrison's, and they've got the security cameras there. And I just happened to look up, and I said to my friend at the time, "It's like somebody sneaked in the middle of the night and painted the top of my head pink." Yeah, the light was reflecting off where the hair was going a bit thin at the back. I didn't know that.
That was not quite what I was going for. That isn't quite what I went for. So anybody, anybody who wants to learn about, deflecting a comment, that right there is good. I would write that down. Yeah, that was one of the best. It was beautiful. I almost felt warm and fuzzy, like I was drinking wine.
It just flowed, didn't it? I didn't even have to.
It was. It just smelled a little funny. It smelled funny after, though. I kind of went, "What did he say?"
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like the cork had been off for too long.
Yeah. For me, okay, I'm going to answer that question. I realized how much I loved my life before, and how I took so many things for granted, and on some levels, how much of a pompous asshole I am. That's if you want it real and raw. And I miss even people complaining. Okay. I don't know if you guys know what I do, but I drive a 100-year-old elevator for an IT company, and I would talk to anywhere from 150 to 250 people every day who came on the elevator, and it would only ever be for like a minute and a half, and I would try to uplift them. And that's kind of what I'm doing now with the morning show. Is I'm trying to get people to start the day off in the right frequency and the right mindset. And I am hoping and praying that I get more people in my life that are like the people in the room here today. And I really, really appreciate everybody who's here right now. And I'm noticing I'm seeing them over and over again. So we're doing something right, guys. Thank you. We're holding the space. What does that mean to you, Colin?
I was going to say, if we're going to do the whole raw and real thing, 2020, it would be November. I was visiting my dad's grave, and it was like the anniversary of his passing. And as I'm just putting some flowers down there, it was like an instant recognition of my own mortality.
Wow.
As we're growing up through childhood, we always think that we're going to live forever, we're invincible, we're immortal, we've got all the time in the world to do everything. And I'm stood there putting these flowers down at my dad's graveside there, and I'm thinking, I'm coming 56, coming 55. And I'm thinking, wow, life isn't forever. There is a finite amount of time in that hourglass, and it's ticking away. Time to try and help more people. So that would be my That would be my takeaway from 2020, recognizing my immortality.
Okay, number one, thank you for sharing that, because that was beautiful. I'm also in the midst of people around me that I really love, and I know I don't have much time with them, and I'm trying to make the most of it. But I can remember, I'll quickly share a story. I remember when my grandmother passed, and I don't think I ever fully accepted it. And then Christmas came, and I went, it'll be so great to visit them. And I went, that'll be tricky. And I realized in that instant that I can't do that anymore. And that's when I actually started grieving that process. Because prior to that, I think I really didn't accept it. Bobby, do you have any big, deep secrets you want to share with the world at this moment?
Not really, but I'll conclude with the 2020 thing that you're talking about. I mean, I learned how to get along with my wife, because she's remote. I moved her office from her office to the house. And, I think that's what I'm the most nervous about, is her coming through the door into my office now. We're right here in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And, she doesn't like me doing this. So, I have tons of things to do other than this, So if I were to get paid for doing this, part-time, $10 an hour, 4 days a week.
Different
then
ball
I can,
game.
and that's what I'm searching for. It's either go get a job and, do what you're
justifiable.
doing. I just need to be making a little bit of money.
You will be though on here. You will though. So you're on the right path.
I hope
it may not come as quick as your wife wants it.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to happen, and I think that. And I feel too now that I may be not the only one.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like in fear.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I have to add into that as.
Oops,
Colin's fading there.
Automatically refresh. When he comes back, I just wanted to tell you thank you for having me, and tell your daughter to keep on streaming also, so that we can get to know her better, because her personality, even though I was nervous, her whole personality was helping me to lift up. So don't tell her that I'm sorry if I gave her those bad vibes.
Yeah, I said to her, I think he was nervous, and he could sense you were nervous.
Yeah. And
we're getting a very different guy right now, because you can sense I don't give a what. Yeah. I just this is me. Like, you either like me, you don't like me. I don't care. You can watch, you cannot watch. I prefer you watched, and I hope that you enjoy this. Yeah. But if you get two people who are nervous together, what happens is the vibration becomes more nervous. And I know her, and I love her to death, but she's the kind of person, is my hair perfect? Is this angle right?
I think
am I saying the right thing?
Yeah. I think a good thing to tell her is that I've experienced this with many people, because on the other platforms that I talk on, I've met some really prestigious people, broadcasters that don't have nothing to do with beginner hosting. And, that's where I kind of got the inspiration to jump in. I like jumping in on anyone, no matter who they are, no matter how beautiful they are or how handicapped they are. I love it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought I was hearing Ghost.
No, it wasn't a ghost. I was going to say, Bobby, I mean, you said something just before I got kicked out by some unknown force, that you're hoping to start being able to make some money on here. I mean, you're one of those personalities that everybody can warm to. Instantly, people coming, they can instantly get along with you. I mean, you've just got one of those personalities that just pulls people in. So if that's not possible, then it's not possible for anybody, my friend.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, that's what I think that's something that I love, is I love someone jumping in that doesn't have audio or video and helping them to connect, and then finally they're in video, and and voice, and that's the best feeling. And then to just get to know them, very basic, you don't, like Michael was saying, you don't have to tell me everything. Just, you could make up a story that's genuine and has nothing to do with yourself, and that's all you need. You can jump in and jump out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of my theories is, if you came on and you whistled, but your vibration was good and you're interesting and you can hold the space, people will come back. If you come on as this all-knowing, all-seeing, I'm the wise one, you're not going to keep your audience for long.
People don't like that. No, they won't do that at all. No, 100%. I went into a live last night. Not into it. I just stepped in the side on the chat on the column there, and there's a guy. He came live and he sat there and he's clapping with his feet. Really, he's clapping with his feet and saying, "Give me money, give me money, give me the coins, give me the coins." Nobody's responding. Nobody's going to respond to that, are they? Realistically, nobody's going to respond to that. Just give me the coins and sit there clapping your feet. Prime example.
Yeah, I'm just envious. I don't think I can clap my feet. I am.
I can clap with your feet, Michael. I hold your ankles. No problem. I can do that for you. But you wouldn't feel any benefit.
That sounds like a wonderful offer.
Only on a Tuesday. Only on a Tuesday. It has to be a leap year.
Oh my Lord! It's went sideways fast, folks. Sorry about that. The PG rating is gone, and Disney wants nothing to do with us, or do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pixar, yeah. Disney Pixar.
Yeah, there we go. But okay, so beyond all the minutiae that was spewing there at a rapid rate, sorry about that, folks. It's all for what we do. This is what we're about. We're not just clapping feet here, asking for coin. We're sharing some feelings here. And if I could clap my feet, I would. But hey, I have to live with my limitations, and life goes on. Bobby, he was completely correct with what he said. So, the naysayers, the haters, the whatever, just know that I see it, other people see it. Believe in yourself and just keep being yourself. Okay? How does it feel when we say that?
It's very promising, and it's it's very humbling, because there is quite a few people out there that could jump into my stream and really give me a hard time, and I'm not looking forward to those days. And I do know those people, and I've seen some stuff happening here on Haps to where basically my advice is you can continue on with your stream and just ignore is the best thing to do. And then also, if you're witnessing that in a broadcast, you can actually not push that OK button. You can push that other button, which will cause some problems for that individual streaming something that other people should not hear, or you think is inappropriate. There is a button that you can push, because we're all monitoring, this, for the whole community of Haps. And, the team wants all of us to help them out to moderate, this platform. And then, if you're in the audience and you don't like what you're hearing, change the channel to the next channel. I mean, this is just like the TV. Just change the channel, go on to the next, try to find someone that you really relate to, subscribe to them, and the person that you don't like what they're saying, unsubscribe. That's why you have the option to subscribe to someone or not. You can even block someone if you want to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Birds of a feather. Yeah. It's back to birds of a feather flock together. If you find somebody that really resonates with you, stick with it. But you will know straight away. I mean, I don't know anybody that could come into your stream, Bobby, and not enjoy the experience. You just got one of those personas that that people just warm to, which is why you're going to win, buddy. That's why you're going to win.
I appreciate that, Colin. Yeah, I do find myself, as I'm learning and streaming and being a host, right now I'm kind of just taking it easy, and I just sit back, relax. I try to create people to, to experience the director mode, in my stream. And I'm not as, great as Michael, but, at being a host. But
that's so nice, man.
I hope. I hope I get to that.
How can you say that? You're different personalities. You're different personalities.
Totally.
See, this is where we all fall short. We compare ourselves against other people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't profess to be in the same avenue, the same arena as Michael, or the same arena as yourself, Bobby. I mean, I'm who I am. Michael's who he is. So, it's nice to say that, not to put people on a pedestal, but try to attain to that kind of standard, how we view that person. But it's ourselves that we're bringing to the table. And as long as we're congruent and open about who we are, to use Michael's phrase earlier on, raw and real. I mean, if we're transparent about who we are, the right people will resonate, the right people will keep coming back. The wrong people, they will stay away. The universe will find a way just to move them out of the way. That's my personal belief.
I totally agree. Listen, the ultimate wisdom of Randy W. Horton is just said, it's a community meeting now with Peter, Michael. So I feel like I'm being reprimanded. I'm sorry, Randy. And
we got Fraser Ramsey in the house too, Michael. Have you met Fraser?
Oh yeah, he was on the show this morning. It was wonderful. Yeah, so I'm going to do a shameless plug. I'm on every morning at 6:30 till 7:30 every single day of the week, unless I die. And then Randy will be taking up and doing some spiritual readings for us. We're both learning how to clap our feet in rhythm, and we're not doing
Is that for real? Are you joking, or is that for real?
No.
And which part? The clapping of the feet or the morning show? Or the morning show? I mean,
I love Randy. I love how much he streams, and I can, if I could see his feet, I mean, I could actually see that happening every time that I've watched him go live. His feet clicking. Yeah.
Well, you can, but you have to be on his Patreon account, and it's $25 a month. You'll also see him paint his toes.
I hope.
If you paint me enough, I'll paint my toes too. Okay, so
it's
we're
great.
in this together, Randy. We're in this together.
Yeah, definitely.
Finger painting, but toe painting.
Michael,
Bobby.
Thanks for having me, and I enjoy you
Bobby.
and Colin. Yeah.
He does want you going, Bobby. He wants to.
Before you go, Bobby, I don't want you to go. Before you go, I have to just share this with you. I just have to share this with you. I've caught one of your lives the other day, and what's this about? What's this?
Oh, you're talking about this?
Who does that?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the one. That's the one. Who does that? Who does that? Why would you do? I'm saying nothing.
Well, no. So one of my not my best friends, but someone that I've met on platforms before this one is the famous Patrick Boss, and he always grabs his microphone. Except for, guess what? I attached my camera to mine to where I can kind of make it like, iPhone 12 3D. Did you notice that?
So can someone welcome this guest in?
I loved it.
Bobby, can you welcome this person? Can you see who's coming in? Here, we're going to have a guest come in.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll make it a mystery guest then, if you'd like. But it's going to be just microphone.
Yeah.
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 And so
Yeah.
I know what brought you in. The feet clap, the feet clapping, and the sultry sounds of Mr. Porter.
Yeah.
You could tell it's like, hello there.
I'm working on that.
Say that. Hello, my love. Hello. We need an echo for you. Hello.
I don't speak like that.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
and listen,
welcome.
if you pay $20, he'll do that on your answer machine. You ready?
Welcome.
Yes. I'm not here right now. I'm in an altered state.
We
But I
should
would
all
sure love
make
to talk to you
her.
later.
Yeah, we should make her a intro right now.
I'm too busy
right into
clapping
our
my feet.
microphone.
I'm
Yeah.
painting my feet with Randy.
Let's
Oh my God.
welcome.
Hello,
Welcome to the
everyone.
All right. Yeah. We're completely, and we're not on anything. This is the sad truth.
Yeah.
No,
So you wanted to come up? What do you want to ask any of these beautiful human beings a question, by any chance?
No, I just wanna
You
be
want to?
here.
You just want to be? Well, okay.
just wanted to be a part of it.
You have to answer a question then. So the question we answered, all of us, was, what new distinction did you find within yourself in 2020 that you didn't know prior? I think that was slightly more wordy than when I said it before, but go ahead.
Still works.
Holy. I would say I think we all like took a lot of things for granted, maybe. Something easy was hugs,
Yes.
and we took for granted a lot of hugs. And something more deep was what Colin was saying about mortality. I realized a lot of that.
That was a big
Yeah.
I love that. I don't even think of that because hugs are so important and we don't have that now. And then when people walk down the street, we don't even look at each other now. It's like, are you 6 feet away? Do you have your mask on?
Uh-huh.
And do you know Bobby Shadow? And I go, I do. I do, man. I know him. I know him.
Yes,
I talk to him.
I
Man.
know him too. I know
He
the
goes-
man too.
I
Yes.
know him. I know. And what's that man's name? Smooth Porter is his name. Smooth.
Smooth. Oh, do you know, before I had it on Blab, it was the James Bond of Blab. The James Bond of Blab.
Oh,
Figure
yeah,
that one.
you are.
But no,
Sure.
seriously, on a serious note, we are, in essence, tactile people, aren't we? That's who we are. In essence, we are tactile. We've got to be doing the handshaking or the hugging or the patting on the back when we do something good or the consoling. It's all there, and that suddenly gets taken away from us. And it's like one of our resources for enabling others to feel better or to enable ourselves to feel better is suddenly taken away. So I get that 100%. That's a great example there. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I spent
That killed
like
it.
8 months without hugging anyone, and when I did, it was like,
Yeah.
oh wow,
Yeah.
I had no idea I could miss this so much.
But it's unhealthy. And like even this, okay, and it's fun. Let's be real. But this is not the same as if we were in the room having a beer together or a coffee talking. It's not the same for us, but it's better than nothing. And we're all trying to just uplift each other right now. And for those that are alone, and they're alone a lot of the time, this is brutal. So if you know anybody who is like a senior citizen who lives in your building or your neighborhood and they haven't talked to anybody, without scaring the kajibis out of them, go over and just say, hey, look, can I get you some groceries?
Jeebus, where's the pen?
Yeah.
Michael, just spell that for me.
Oh, shut up. Okay.
You can
No,
ask.
but for real.
Kajibis? Is that a K? Is that a K?
Well, it's related to rabies. And and these are just words. Even though they're smooth, they're still words. They're more potent when they're smooth.
Yes,
Yes. I feel like we're going to go into a commercial.
100%.
Yeah. Yes. And now from our sponsors. Hi. My
Do,
name is
do
Colin
you,
Porter.
And now a
Michael?
quiet word.
Michael, do you have a
And now a
sponsor
quiet
yet, or
word.
do you have any sponsors?
Well, I have, what do they call them? Donors? Is it a sponsor? I don't like that name. Yes, I have. I have a couple.
Okay.
I have a couple. I also have people who want me to put images of their companies in the background at times. So I'm doing that at first for free. And the way I make my living right now is I help people with Twitter and I promote. I don't know if you know someone on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, I started
So-
seeing that you were adding my name to the Twitter list. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Well, the
that.
gods told me to.
Okay.
If I didn't. Now, if Colin is available for me to put him on Twitter, I will. But I did that for Randy, and Randy went, "Please, get me off those goddamn lists. I don't know these people. This
Yeah.
is not helping anyone." So what I've done for
Who
him
is that masked man?
So what I do now is I just promote his streams. So I will, retweet his streams. And I've noticed he has not said one word of good or bad, but to me, I take that as a yes. Because we all
Yeah.
want to get paid, right?
So
Yeah,
can I
Yes,
add something?
nonchalance springs to mind.
Listen,
Yeah,
we have
go
a
ahead.
lot of testosterone in here, so I wish you well in trying to get in. Go ahead.
How do you know when the gods, like when they want you to ask something or they want you to say something?
I'm you're losing me. Are we talking about a sponsor wanting me to say something?
No, you said that the gods told you to.
Oh, we're back to the gods, not the sponsors. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have an
I've
ability.
had
and
I have experience with that type of thing, so that's why I wanted
Yeah,
to ask
yeah.
you.
I don't share that ability at work because I
Okay.
think people think I'm strange enough already. I don't need to add, more icing to the cake. I think the cake
Okay.
is got enough crazy for them. So if I was to, I used to have a friend, a very dear friend of mine, and he would not shake my hand because he was always worried that I would figure out what he was doing. He would be like, "You're reading my energy. You'll know what I'm doing. I really wasn't sleeping with the neighbor. Can you see it in your mind?" And does my wife know? This is what he said when he was drunk one time, really drunk. Did you see it in your mind? Did you?
I can
said,
relate
"No,
to
but I
that. I
called."
can relate to that.
Oh yeah, I said, but I called Colin and he told me. I knew. Colin knew. We were telepathically.
He went into it step by step. He drew every detail.
Yeah, he knew. He knew. He's got it. He's if he was a video camera, you'd be in trouble. All right, here we go. We're back. Where'd we go, Bobby? Where'd we go? This is what I'm
We went off
talking
on a
about.
tangent. It was Bobby's
Yeah,
fault.
I know. Where'd
Probably
we
started
go?
it down that direction.
I forgot what I was going to say actually, but I need to
So I know
need
you
to
do.
move on and digest.
We don't let
this,
you go, man. You're
No.
here.
No.
Listen, your wife's right behind you. Oh no, I'm only kidding.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that's the main reason why I go. So Fraser in the audience and I, actually Fraser named my wife the Colonel, and I'm the new grunt. Like I don't know what it's called when you first join the army,
Mhm.
but I got to be very careful what I'm doing, especially the time that I've had to talk to you guys, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I look forward to coming in on your show again.
Yeah. Can I do just a little message for your wife? A small little antidote. Okay. He is doing what his soul signature is meant him to do. If you have the patience, he will have great gifts for you at Christmases in the future. And know that he is also trying to
birthdays.
develop
Valentine's
the-
Day.
Yeah, he's trying to develop the ability to clap his feet in rhythm. We all are. And God bless Bobby Shadow.
Thank you
so
very much, and bless you guys.
And I'm setting
too.
out private tuition for those that are interested.
Okay,
Take care, Bobby.
there you go.
Yes,
Take care,
but we will not pay
Yeah,
for the
thank you.
nail polish.
Take care.
No nail polish paying. No. we
Thank you
won't
very
do that.
much, and have a good one,
That's
Lucia. And Michael, thanks for having me. And Colin, You have a good one. And we'll talk to you guys next time. We're going to snap
You
out.
too.
Bye-bye.
Sounds great. Take care. Stereo. How's that? I'm in tune.
You are. You are a little loud, though. Is there any way you
So-
can turn yourself
so-
down just ever so slightly, just a smidgen? A smidgen. And I'm loud. And the Lord knows I'm loud. I'm loud,
I
baby.
can talk quieter. I can talk quietly.
Requesting
Is that
quiet.
better if I talk quietly?
Requesting quiet.
Yeah.
Requesting quiet. Okay, we're back now. Thank you. The gods, they love him. They
Thank
love
you.
him so much. There you go. Hey, Fraser, how you doing? Fraser's loved, eh? People get in here and they start talking about Fraser. Fraser is a grounding force in the universe. He really is.
Fraser's from Scotland, I believe.
Yes. Okay, we're going to go back. I'm sorry that we're going tangents. That's just what we do. You know, shiny ball, shiny ball. We're gone. Okay. You want to talk about spirit guides? Is that what you want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you asking me or?
Yes, I'm asking you. Yeah.
Okay.
Colin and I don't have to. If it's about spirit guides, we just telepathically do it.
Okay.
The Palladian overlords tell us, and then we just. Not now, Colin. You have to wait for her. Okay. He just told me I want to talk
Okay.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. We have to be patient. Okay. Go.
Okay.
You're on.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Do I
we're
have
still
to
waiting.
ask
We're still waiting.
something?
Yeah. Tell us what you feel about spirit guides, or do you want me to ramble in 7? Oh, I can do that. Okay. So from the time I was very young,
And then I can tell you my story.
I have felt spirit, didn't think anything of it, assumed everybody else felt it. I have felt ghost since I was very young, and thought, okay, this is normal. I think we all have intuition. I think all of us from when we're very young have abilities that we don't have right now because we slowly get them beaten out of us, and not literally, but we get told that
Right.
these feelings we have are not real. We're imagining it.
Environmentally.
Yeah. Oh, that's way better now, buddy. Like you almost had like the Hendrix mic before. You know. So there,
Hendrix mic? What's the Hendrix
yeah,
mic?
well, Hendrix mic is like where you get the distortion. Down, 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 you know.
Down, down, down.
Yeah.
All along the watchtower. Could have been.
It's all good. It's all good.
So spirit guides, spirit guides, spirit guides. Knocked out
Yes,
of us
Colin, your turn.
environmentally. You were saying.
Jump in, my friend.
Well, my spirit guide, I call him Sam. And people said, why do you call him Sam? Because, as Michael said, in intuition, I'm a firm believer that the subconscious mind is that part of us that's linked to the outside of the spiritual realm. So Sam was a logical progression for me. It's not only the name that occurred to me, I was made aware of, let's say, but it was also an acronym of spirit and mind, so it made sense. So, of course, because it had the extra potency there to it, because it had the belief factor built into it, spirit and mind and natural conjunction there. So, I mean, this is how my spirit guide becomes aware to me. I'll be doing something. And it's amazing how when your mind is preoccupied, I mean, Michael will probably back me up on this, but when you're doing something, you're preoccupied, that's when they step in. That's when Sam steps in for me anyway. You know, when I'm busy doing something, I didn't even want to go down this path, but I can be going off for a pee. You know what I mean? I'm stood there having a pee. Don't picture this, don't picture the visual, but I'm stood there having a pee, and all of a sudden I'll be made aware of something. And I'll come back in here and I'll get the phone call, or, you know, I'll get a text message or something that corroborates what I've just heard. So, you know, it's nice when they do jump in and give you these little snippets of information. And a prime example of one of the times, or 2 or 3 of the times, you know, I've lost different things. And I say, okay, Sam, where is it? And I'll walk around the flat and I'll walk straight to it. I don't know whether Michael's had a similar experience to this.
I visualize where
Michael?
it is. I'll see it. I'll see it in my mind's eye. I'll
I like
actually
that.
see where it is.
Okay.
And one of the things with the gift is sometimes the most insane thing that I'll get from someone is the most potent. And they'll go, how did you know that? But I'm almost like when I was younger, be terrified to tell them what's going on. So there was a lady one time I was reading her and she was mocking me and she was like, oh, powerful one, tell me what you see. Oh, because I was reading a friend, right? And I was young at the time. I might have been, I don't know, 25, right? That was a long time ago. I'm 58. And back then, I didn't realize that you have to be respectful of the gift. But so what I said to her is, are you sure you want me to share what I'm seeing? Oh, yes, wise one. Tell me what you see. And I was like, okay. I see someone punching.
She was like being sarcastic with you.
She was being sarcastic with me. And I said,
Ooh,
someone was punching you in the face today with a rag.
Oh.
And she freaked, just lost it and went, you effing this and you effing that. You told him, go F yourself, threw my pitcher at me, like pitcher of beer, and left. And then I thought, okay, well, that went well. And I kind of deserved it. I really did. And then she came back 20 minutes later and said, nobody knows that. Okay, tell me more. And I'm sorry. And she bought me a pitcher of beer and we continued the chat. But I used to use the premonition, which everybody has. This is no special power. Yeah. Every single human being has this. But I think 100%. Certain human beings now, especially young children, indigo children, have whatever I have 100-fold stronger. It's insane. And I think that's why you're seeing so many millionaires that are 25 years old that have the gift. Is that my dog barking or is that you? Someone's barking. Okay, listen.
It's not mine.
I never bark.
Is that your dog barking? Whose dog's barking?
I think it's yours, Michael.
Okay, is it the Palladian dog barking? Sir, say hello. There he goes. Colin, yes. Is a beautiful
mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. The goldfish killed mine.
Yeah.
No, this is women from the past coming through saying it was okay, thank you, but it wasn't as good as you thought. Do you know what that message means? I'm only kidding. Okay, I'm going to go get my dog.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my
God. It's not my dog, Michael. My goldfish killed my dog. He got stuck in his throat. Okay. Jumped out of the bowl.
Yeah.
Was it gone?
Okay.
It happens.
Well, there you go. Yeah. See? Okay, you can hear my dog.
Stuff at the top.
Okay, you guys have got this for a sec. It's in your hands. Okay. Bye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Colin.
Yeah, okay, where were we? So tell me your story. That's what we were about to get to eventually. Tell me your story.
Yeah, I don't know if I have like a spirit guide. I just get those little things that you were talking about, but I get it like in my dreams sometimes, and then it happens. So I don't know if it's
awesome.
the same.
Awesome. Like, I would say it was the same. Definitely. I mean, if you're having the dreams and then it happens, that's got to be the same. It has to be. How many times has this happened? Is there a pattern that develops? Is there certain things that is there certain things I have to ask this? Are there certain things that you do prior to going to bed that mean that preclude when this happens? It's all different.
No, it's like, okay, I dream something and the next day it happens. And I don't tell anyone. It's just, it just happens.
I'm back.
I'm like, okay, I haven't told anyone about this.
Welcome back, Michael.
I'm not sure if it's the same that you guys are talking about, but I mean.
Well, some people, some people, okay, go on.
No, it keeps getting like it keeps happening more and more. I keep getting more and more things in my dreams that are becoming more real, and that's what.
Okay, so it's become more prevalent over recent times. Is that what we're saying? Over the past few months, let's say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not doing anything about it. Do you not document this? Do you not make a journal? Do you not do journaling?
Yeah, I have a journal with my dreams. Yeah.
Okay.
But I started
Excellent.
doing
Excellent.
it, but
Michael.
not for that reason, but for another reason. But I don't know. It started to freak me out when I saw that it always happening, like exactly the same thing.
Is it usually something good that happens, or is it something negative that happens?
Both.
Is it a combination of the two?
Mm-hmm.
Which would you say is the most prevalent? Would you say the good is more prevalent than the bad, or the bad was more prevalent than the good?
I think the good it's more prevalent, but it's scary when the bad happens, of course.
Are you getting emotional right now? Because I've sensed that in your voice. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. It's okay. You're safe here.
I don't know
Safe
what else
environment,
to say.
You don't know what to say? You don't know what you're... Okay.
Okay.
Have you guys, anybody in the room? Okay, let's just take a minute and we'll just take a breather here for a second. I'm just going to say hi to some of the people in the room. Thank you so much, Walt, for coming in. Thank you, Helen. Helen, do you want to come up for a bit? Or that's not your thing today? I totally understand. Fraser, how are you, my friend? And Universal Truth, thank you for being here. We totally appreciate that. And we also had the CEO in a couple of seconds ago. Thank you, Mark, if you're still there. We're very grateful to have this platform, and thank you for all the work that you're doing each and every day behind the scenes to keep this afloat.
Michael Fix.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said there. Go ahead.
Oh, he said, so happy to get my Michael Fix at the end of this week.
Oh, that's nice. I don't really know what a Michael Fix is. I know what a Randy W. Horton Fix is. I know that, and sometimes there's strange love in this world, and you have to embrace it. And Colin told me through this, right? Him and I have private sessions. If you need a private session with Colin, what does that cost, Colin? By the way?
So often.
And I weep a bit.
What's it cost? It's no charge for you, Michael. You know that I never charge you, really. I never charge you.
Yeah, well, but I worry, right? It can't always be one-sided, right? Like if you're in a relationship and the person keeps taking and taking,
It can.
and go, I can't hear about Randy anymore, Michael. I'm sorry. Okay, you need to let it go. And does your wife know? Like, come on.
I'm getting
stop.
used to it. It's becoming just part of the norm.
And in his mind, I can hear him going.
I never know whether I'm talking
radiant.
to Michael or whether I'm talking to Randy.
Yeah. We're both enamored
We're
with him. We were
in the
just in the
same
scope a minute
vibration.
ago. Did you see what he was doing in that scope? Oh my God, that was hilarious. With the camera angles that he was doing in that.
His camera was a bit. The camera.
Yeah.
The camera was just playing silly
Was
beggars,
flipping,
wasn't it? Zooming in, and
it
it's
was
just
having problems,
technology.
Yeah, it happened to be zooming into
Technology.
beautiful women. I noticed that. It was no random ugly men, just beautiful women. If you're gonna have a glitch, it should be selective.
Yeah, it should, and it really was.
Mark,
It really was, and
Mark,
I
do you
did
wanna
notice
come up?
that. I did pick up on that.
Mark, if you want to come up, you can. I've given him an invite, and I promise I'll behave. I won't go too wild on you. I promise. I'm meant. You know what was weird today, beyond everything else, is the self doubt that Bobby had, because Bobby is so gifted, and Bobby, keep doing what you're doing.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would never have imagined that we'd have heard those words coming out of Bobby's mouth. He's a natural.
Yeah. So if you're going
He's just so
through
open,
that,
so congruent. What you see is what you get. People warm to him. Yeah. Sorry, Michael. Go ahead.
that's okay. This is what we do. It's all right. We bounce off each other. And we don't really care if anybody else enjoys it. It's for us. This is what we do. Sorry.
It is.
It's for us. We don't care about your enjoyment. You're here to please us. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm back.
Self-obsession.
Yes. I was channeling a voice of the past. That was me in the past. Everything was about
From
me.
beyond.
Trust me. Yes. Well, it was that far beyond. Yeah. So,
Meanwhile,
can I bring something up? And I'm being serious now. I know it's really hard to know with me when I'm serious, but I've had in this
What's he
community
bringing up?
already. I've had people in this community tell me, "Don't follow this person, and you don't follow that person, and you block this person, and you follow that person." If I blocked every person they told me to block, the only person that would be on here with me is Colin. That would be it. And you know what? And that would be wonderful. But
I'm
I don't
offended.
think we would touch.
I'm offended.
Well, nobody's blocking you.
I'm offended.
Okay? So
Why has
you know-
nobody suggested? Why has nobody suggested that I get blocked, Michael? What's that all about?
well, here's
I
the thing. When you
deserve
get
to be
addicted,
blocked.
no, but listen, if you get addicted to something, even if it's unhealthy, you know, once you hear that silky, sultry voice, right? You're done. You don't care. You're just like
Silver
you're like-
tongue devil.
Like right
Silver
now,
tongue
people are
devil.
taping this, they're editing me, and they're just listening to you. That's it. There's like, Michael, shut up and let Colin talk. Go ahead, Colin.
You're the face right now.
Okay, I'll give you 2 free foot clapping sessions. 2 free foot clapping sessions. It's a hidden rule.
I thought you said something else there first.
No, Perry, such foolish thoughts. Hang on, chaps, we're going in. It's the foot clapping. No,
Oh my God, man. Oh my
he's
God.
clapping his feet.
Yeah, let's just, woo. All right. When things go bad, they
Back in
go
the
bad
room.
fast.
Back in the room.
No. Yes, back in state. Look at the Buddha. Look at the Buddha. Don't stare at your feet. Look at the Buddha. Yes. So, okay, before we go, because we have to go soon, I don't like to have these things too long. You wanted to leave them with
Sorry, practicing rehearsal.
you wanted to leave them with something, right? You know, I wanted you to give them a pearl of wisdom. And yeah, okay, help me.
Okay.
What is that thing where they go on air and they do all the whispering? Do you know what I'm talking about? And they're like, ch, ch. They make all these sounds. Yeah. And it's usually women. And then I always think it's these young guy. I can't remember what it's called. So Randy in some chat told everyone I was a specialist at this. This is how I made my living. And he was going to sponsor me on Twitch to do this.
That's right.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
And you have like the specialized microphones and you make really strange sexual sounds, and people were believing and going, where do I sign up? Where do I sign up? And you know what I said, Colin? If you order now, we'll
On the bottom.
for a very limited time, you will also have Colin.
Yes.
And they went, yeah, are you saying calling?
How come I'm the free
Colin.
gift? What's that all about?
Yeah. It's the gift that keeps giving. Yeah, I can. You know
I'm
what?
a free gift.
I've done a lot of
That's
interviews over the years,
concerning.
and I've
That's
never had
concerning.
anybody clap their feet quite like that. In fact, no one has ever clapped their feet in an interview. So
Yeah.
I feel blessed and privileged to be in this moment.
Me too.
So please do not clap your feet again. But if you could give me a pearl of wisdom before we go.
Spoil.
Mm-hmm.
A pearl of wisdom. That's easy. Do not, under any circumstances, ever eat yellow snow.
Yes, Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa said that. Did you know that? He did. Yeah.
I do now.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't go where the Eskimos go or something. Don't you eat that yellow snow. You know, one of my favorites sayings, and it's beautiful. It's not spiritual, but it makes me laugh each and every time. And I'm going to share it with you. Okay. Free your mind and your ass will follow. That was George Clinton. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Free your
Right.
mind. Free your mind and your
It's strange how it is. It is, but you're the real Pearl. You're the real Pearl. Well, sometimes these little snippets coming
Mhm.
when we're not expecting them, and we inject a little bit of humour because that's what we do. But when you think about it, do not eat yellow snow. Okay, so on first blush it would seem a little bit humorous, but when you think about it, what people are actually saying, what Spirit are actually saying, is
Mhm.
when you notice something and it doesn't seem right, chances are it's not right. Go with your intuition.
Mhm. That's
So from do not eat yellow snow, there is a message behind that with a little bit of humor, which is what I do.
Yes, and do not buy a house from this man. He's charming. You may end up in a swamp somewhere. So here,
Ouch.
here,
Gosh.
here is another angle. Well, you
Ouch.
got gifts, right? And we got to warn people. It's not just about the clapping of the feet. Like there's more going on there. We have
Of
so
course
many
there is.
wonderful people in our community. I'm hoping that Colin. So Colin, where you're from, my 6:30 in the morning. What time is that in your time?
Well, what time do we have now? You're 6:30 now, are you?
No.
Is that
In the
what I'm
morning
saying?
when I do my show, it's from
Right.
6:30 till 7:30 in the morning. What time would that be in your time?
That doesn't really help me, does it? I could say to you, if I do a show at 3:15, what time is that? What time is it now, Michael?
Oh, okay.
What
You're
time do you
talking
have now?
it's
in galactic time or Palladian time, or are we talking human experience time? In human experience time,
Let's-
it is 7:23. In galactic time, it is Yo Master, me love slappy feet. That's what I'm going to say.
We love you long time. Yeah, okay. So it's what time now? In English time, in American time.
It's a happy hour somewhere. We know that much.
7:30 p.m.
It
It's
is.
7:30 p.m. Right. So we're now on 12:30 p.m. here.
Oh, listen to this. She's saying we're homoerotic here. Come on, Helen. Helen, you won't even come up. You're typing like a crazy woman. Why don't you come up for a minute? If you're gonna like be doing this stuff, she said. I don't think she's. You could just come on the microphone, lady. Way maybe all females just come in on microphone. That's it today. That's how it works. You know what I have noticed beyond all the
There's
joking?
a female here.
Not yet. Just give it time. I'm trying to reel her in here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying.
I'm wearing my best skirt just so that she feels at home.
It's a breezy time all over the world, my friend. It really is.
Oh, it is. Right,
It's a
so it's
breezy
7:30
time.
there. So I'm 5 hours behind you, Michael. If you want to continue that part of the conversation that we began.
Oh, you're behind.
Yeah, I'm 5
Oh,
hours.
you're behind. Okay,
in
so
front.
that'd be like 1:30 in the morning. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. You're not up at 1:30 in the
No,
morning, are
it's
you?
12:30. Oh, I'm always up at 1:30 in the morning. I'm a night owl.
Are you? Okay, well, if you see me, come on, because there's different people in the morning, and they would love this sultry sounds. You know,
Okay.
I like that. I feel like I'm
Okay.
introducing a record.
Hmm.
Yeah, the sultry sounds of Colin Porter. The first number tonight is slapping those feet to a funky beat. Thank you so much. There you go.
Slapping those feet in the yellow snow. But after
Oh.
you say that, there's nowhere to
Yeah.
go.
Oh, you know what? We lost the point of that. We lost the point of that. See, I've totally
We did.
lost. Yeah. Okay. Here's the
Let's
thing.
regroup.
You said this point of be aware of things that aren't right, like a feeling that you feel intuitively, like that
Yeah.
person.
You get that intuition.
Anytime
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
done
yeah,
that
yeah.
and I've not listened to it, that person is either completely made an ass of me or I've been swindled by them because I didn't listen. And I swear my guides were like going, run, this
Yeah.
person's dangerous, right? But here's the other thing. When
That
I
one's always
met
there.
Colin the first time on air, I was like, I know this guy, but I don't know this guy. And I
You
was
guys met through this ad, or
Mm.
Well, first through the Palladian star system, and that was, in year what? What would have that been? You think? I don't know. 7,091.
Oh, eons.
Yeah.
Eons
Well,
ago. Eons.
we were unfortunately abducted at the same time, and he was on the other table, and I went, "How long do you think we'll be here?" And I went, "I really don't know." But he said, "Look, I will be on HAP someday when we'll to discuss this. And if I bring up the code yellow snow,
I was drinking that yellow water. Yeah.
you'll know that it is me."
We know that's the word. That's the phrase.
So when I got off air there for a bit, I was crying because I was reliving that whole experience. And it's hard to talk about it now. But you know what? I'm all about transparency. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know you said don't bring it up, but, this is how it goes. Okay.
You said,
I
you
can see it
promised.
now. I'm
Michael,
going to
you
get all
promised.
this alien
Really?
email.
You promised. You promised. You promised. Stop. Never. You said never. Under any circumstances, divulge. Really?
No. I shouldn't make light of that. Some people, let's put it this way. Let's say that 2% of all these claims are true. That's enough for me to wonder what's really going on. I thought she said, "I've had enough. I'm leaving. I'm beaming aboard the Starship Enterprise." No, that's another show. Go ahead. Are you still there?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, of
I
course.
heard you grunt. I heard you grunt or moan or something like of displeasure. Like you'd gone too far.
Never too far. It's never too far.
Like where do you get such
It's
quality
never too
content?
far.
It's never too far. Okay, so I met Colin, and I don't know how I ended up back on the spaceship, but I did feel a feeling of brotherhood and connection, and I felt like this is someone that will be fun to be on the internet with, and it has been. And I hope that we continue these relationships, and I hope we have a greater understanding of Randy W. Horton. And through many years of therapy with Colin, I may find my true signature again. But I get distracted during the readings when he starts clapping his feet. And I know to myself, Michael, focus. Focus, Michael. You're not here for pleasure. Oh, sorry. No, that was Helen. Oh, God, I've lost my way. Okay. Colin, do you want to say anything before we go?
Only it's been a pleasure. It really has been a pleasure. I'm a little bit disappointed that you let our secrets out of the bag, but I mean,
you know what? In the sharing,
it happens inadvertently. These things just come to the table. So, in the sharing is caring, isn't it?
Yeah, they ooze to
Sharing
the
is
top.
caring.
They ooze. There's an oozing that rises to the top when you seek truth. It really is. I've lost my way. Okay, I'm fine. Helen, I got to read some of these comments by Helen before I go, by the way. Okay. No, maybe I shouldn't.
Okay. I don't see any comments.
You don't see any
I
comments?
don't see any comments. Why do I have no comments, Michael? None whatsoever.
What?
I feel shortchanged
Are you
somehow.
on the app?
What's that
or
all
in
about?
your
No
laptop?
comments.
You see no comments.
I'm
We've had
on PC. I'm on PC.
What? How can there be?
No, I've missed out on so much.
Oh my God, they're
What's
insane,
that?
the comments.
What's that all
People are
about,
laughing
really?
like crazy. So,
Oh, well, that's good then. We've provided some form of entertainment, but no, I've got no comments. None at all.
okay. So on the
Not
screen,
one,
I'm going
one single comment.
Okay, on the screen, it's going to come up. I'm going to give you some of the comments. Okay, so you can read them. They're coming up. Here you go.
Please
Here's
do.
the first one.
Please do.
Okay, should come up right now. Here you go. Read it. You don't see that? You didn't see that?
I don't see that. I don't
He
see that.
thinks we're playing a game.
No,
Okay, listen. Can you
I'm
read-
being. It's subterfuge. Really, it is.
Yeah. Okay. How do you pronounce your last name?
I'd love to show you what I'm seeing.
Not Porter. Not Porter. Our other guest. How do you pronounce your last name?
Ivad?
Okay. Could you please read some of the comments for Colin because
Okay.
my screen is very small here. And if you can, just focus on the yellow snow as you do it. Okay, go. Thank you.
Yellow snow.
Focus. You're
Do
one
not
with the
drink
snow.
the yellow snow.
Focus with the snow. The snow is good. It's like the golden candle there.
Okay, someone said always
The snow is
trust your
refreshing.
intuition. That was, yeah.
Yeah. Can you
Oh,
read?
there's
Can you
so
read
many
some of the
comments.
craziness that Helen's been writing? Can you read some of that for us, please? Because I would love that. Can you see those lovely comments by Helen? Helen,
Yeah.
why don't you come up and just say these lovely things?
She said she can't come up because, wait, we have it here.
She called us
I
a bunch
have-
of weirdos.
I have
Ready?
annoying teenagers in the background as well. It's not a great time to come in just
She
now.
she basically called us a
Oh.
bunch of weirdos.
That's a shame.
And you cracked me up. Thanks for the giggles.
Yeah. Well, we're here, and
Excellent.
I know what you're saying to yourself. Where do you
Yeah.
ever get such wonderful
It's nice to
heritage
be
in
appreciated.
Zealand? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
I would
nice to be
I would
appreciated.
like though I would like people to honestly go to the morning show. The morning show, I'm more focused. I think by the end of the night, I'm delirious and I'm crazy, and it's almost like an outlet for me to get my residual stress out. And I think I lost all focus. I'm sorry, I lost all focus when the feet clapping started. I didn't know where I was.
Why?
Well,
Yeah, we kind of,
it's yeah, you sometimes
Deteriorated.
music
Went off on a
is a
tangent.
beautiful healer. Oh,
we went
Yeah.
from spiritual guides to feet clapping. It was, yeah.
yeah. Like where do you get that? That could
It was
be
not
our
appropriate.
first
It was not
movie.
appropriate.
That could be our movie, right? Spiritual guide.
It was inappropriate.
Clapping,
Yeah.
volume one.
The feet clapping
Volume
and
one.
spirit guide. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like where do you get this kind of joy on a daily basis, right? You would pay thousands of dollars in some erotic, exotic country to hear that kind of ferocious feet clapping. You get that for free.
Yeah.
We bring that to you. I don't have those skills. This
Someone
is something
waiting
Colin is
to prove it
studied.
was-
You guys are laughing, but Colin has studied and perfected this art. It took him. Well, you were with the
For
monks,
years.
right?
I went
The
to study
monks.
with a Zen Buddhist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Zen Buddhist. And
now-
we sat there
now-
in the cave and he
Yeah.
would go through the diagrams on the wall. It was like this foot and that foot and then the way
Yeah.
they came together. But there's a specific rhythm that you have to step into.
Right, and a frequency, and then see, I gave up because I couldn't levitate
The
the
regularity.
same way that
Yeah.
Colin would, and he would always go, "Look, I'm 3 feet higher than you. While I'm slapping these feet together, brother. Like, just give up." And I did. I was deflated, and you got to know your limitations,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
and I thought, I've been outwitted, and it's okay. I kind of felt
It
like,
did wonders for my
going in the
libido. My
rain-
libido went through the roof. Yeah. Yeah. It's,
but it reminded me so much of
It's
what
what-
it would have been like if you were, fighting Mike Tyson, right? And you were thinking, I could really use $13 million.
yes.
Yeah. And then you get in there and you get hit in the ribs a
Yeah.
couple times and you go, I'm seeing and smelling yellow snow. Why am I smell yellow snow? And then you think, will I have
Yes.
brain damage forever?
and he didn't even clap his feet. Where was the
No.
ritual? What's that all about?
No.
He didn't
no,
clap his
thank
feet
God.
once.
Oh, that I would have been done forever. That would have been it. I probably just
I
fell
was.
down.
Where was his Dunkirk spirit? Where's the Dunkirk spirit? Come on, clap the feet before we start. Really.
You know what I just heard in my head? Clap for the wolf man. He's going to put your record high. All right. Hey,
Wow.
yeah. So we should end this soon. But we keep saying that. Oh, poor
We have
Bobby.
like
Bobby
30
wanted to
minutes
leave.
into the show.
Bobby wanted to leave so
That's-
bad. Bobby wanted to leave.
That's quite
and
spooky,
Colin was like,
Michael.
huh?
Why?
That's quite spooky. You know how I mentioned a few moments ago? No, seriously. Let's regroup here just for a second.
Okay.
A few moments ago, I mentioned the fact that sometimes they creep in. Seriously.
Okay.
Sometimes they creep in when we're unaware, and they give us these little snippets of information. And then you come out with something random about the Wolfman. And something I'm working on in my project, my current project, involves the use of a wolf as a symbol. And then you come out with something like that, and I'm thinking, oh my, what's going on here? He's supposed to be just chatting, bit of fun, bit of foot clapping, and he's linking in. What's that all about? That was unfair.
No, I have no control of what they will want me to say. Like, and I heard clap for the Wolfman, so he's going to raise your record high.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
so tell me more about your work
I can
before
take
we
that.
go.
Because I was undecided whether to use it.
Yeah. Well, clearly you should.
No, that's a topic for another day because it's something that I'm working on. But seriously, we need to talk. Yeah.
No, but I want you to know that that's a message to you.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's a message to you. That's them saying, proceed.
It is.
You're connected. Here's the problem:
100%.
when you're a complete Looney Tune like me, you don't know when it's real or not real. That one was real. I almost need a sign. This is real. This is not real. But you know what?
Yeah. You need that tap on the back of the head. Are you listening? Yeah.
Can I share a strange story with you that's kind of freaked me out that happened recently?
Please do.
So one of my dearest friends.
That would be in keeping with the rest of tonight's conversations.
Yeah, but we're going to end it with something serious, and I have a feeling he's here again. He has the same last name as you. His name is Terry Porter, and I was in a chat like this, one of my first that I had done, and I saw his face in my mind. Right, that's how it works. And I said to him, and as I'm saying to him now, Terry, please forgive me. I'm so sorry for being such a butthole. And I really was. Him and I used to work together. We did businesses together. I was young. I was not the nicest person at times, and he was always so kind to me.
Okay.
Like if I couldn't show up because I'd gone out and drank too much, he came in and opened the store for me. If I was short staff and I couldn't get someone to come, he always came. Right. And I got to a point in my life where I literally just walked away from everyone. I just walked away from everyone and tried to start fresh because I got to a point in my life where I needed to do a reset. I wasn't really happy with who I was seeing in the mirror. And I was sensing Terry in here. And I just want you to know, Terry, I really appreciate that you've reached out again. And I'm going to do my best to be more mindful in the future of the relationships and the people I care about. But I want you to know that I honor and recognize the gifts that you gave me now. And I'm sorry it took so long. And that was 15 years ago. Okay. So the wolf to me is one of the most sacred things, right? You've got the yin and the yang there, right? The good and the bad. So you and I are definitely bouncing off each other. And I think, honestly, folks, what's going on here with the comedy is when you have people with high vibration in the room with you, they make your circuitry a little higher and you get squirrely and you kind of forget where you are. And for a few moments there,
so true.
I was floating amongst the clouds here. But thank you for everyone here. I'm going to be on tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning, my time, and I might run it as late as 8 o'clock. I'm going to have some people from my work maybe come on, which would be really cool. And I am overjoyed with the new relationships that we've developed here. And Colin, please, if you can, I would love for you to just do a little pearl of wisdom for 30 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever you're comfortable with. And then we'll sign off because we are into 1 hour and 29 minutes of absolute looniness. Go ahead, Colin.
1 hour, 29 minutes. A pearl of wisdom before we go at 20 to 1 in the morning. Okay.
feeling the vibration.
Yeah, I'm hearing somebody's phone going off. Basically, just want to say, to reiterate what we said earlier on about the yellow snow. When we feel that internal, not necessarily warning, that internal awareness of something, that feeling about something, just start paying a little bit more attention to it. Because the more we pay attention to it, the stronger that light will become, the brighter it will become. And it enables us to go through life knowing that there's somewhere inside, there's always somebody that travels with us that has our back. And that connection is one of a spiritual one. And that's what I wanted to leave you with.
That's
Thank you
beautiful,
very
man.
much.
Yes, folks.
Thank you to Michael.
so much.
Thank you to
Always
Michael.
a
Thank you
pleasure.
to the lovely lady.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Michael.
My pleasure.
And thank you to the Palladian overlords who have made this possible for us tonight. I wish you all peace. Take care.
Bye.